Hello and a warm welcome to Tata Literature Live, the 11th annual Mumbai International Literature Fest, and the first one to be completely digital, co-sponsored by Tata Steel and Tata Projects. This particular session is sponsored by Guppy Theatre. Characters come to life when you place them between a source of light and a translucent screen. Get ready to be taken on a remarkable journey of shadow puppetry, one of the most ancient forms of storytelling. There will be a 5-minute Q&A at the end of the session, so please do send in your questions in the comments section of the platform that you are viewing from, and don't forget to put in your name and your age. Imade Sidia is one of the world's most acclaimed shadow puppeteers. His approach is usually a combination of videography and physical demonstrations. A faculty member of the Arts Institute of Denpasar, Bali, Sidia believes that storytelling can help instill values in children and also serves in community building. Melbourne and Bali-based writer, producer, and director Peter Wilson has been a master of puppets for over 40 years. He is the director of very important events, including the segment Nature at the Sydney Olympics in 2000, Asia Games Doha 2006, among others. He maintains that making something come to life in your hands expands your imagination. A warm welcome to Imade and Peter Wilson. Enjoy the story.
Hello Mumbai, and thank you for the opportunity to participate in your wonderful festival. My name is Peter Wilson, and I'm coming to you direct from Melbourne, Australia. I have been working in the theatre for a very long time, many years, as a puppeteer, director, writer, producer, and, of course, a teacher. I have performed and directed in many productions around the world, including countries and cities such as New York, Paris, London, and many European cities. And, of course, many countries and cities in Asia. But I have a strong interest in Asian theatre, and I have been working in Bali for the last 25 years with the Balinese puppeteers, dancers, and musicians. The person that I have been spending a lot of time working with is the very famous puppeteer Made Sidia. We have created many productions together, including the Bali Games, Bali Agung, and the Bali Aquarium Show. Bali has incredibly wonderful culture, and the wayang kulit is one of the art forms that has made the Bali culture so wonderful and so famous. So, on that note, may I introduce you to the wonderful national living treasure, puppeteer, dancer, and Indonesian artist, Imade Sidia. Thank you, Made.
Om Swastiastu. My name is Imade Sidia. I'm from Bali. I want to introduce myself. I have a studio called Sanggar Seni Paripurna or Paripurna Art Community. So in my community, we try to share with my students how to learn become a puppeteer, or in Bali we call wayang kulit. And also, I teach my student here how to play gamelan, Balinese traditional music. Also, how to learn Balinese dance. We call also tari Bali. So in my community, I try to teach my student as much as I can to how to learn more deeply about Balinese culture. Thank you very much. Om Shanti 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 Om.
Today I wanted to talk a little bit about the types of puppets that go to make up part of the lexicon of the world of puppetry that I have been working with and Made has been working with over many years. Puppetry is an extraordinary art form. It has been around for several thousand years, right across the world, and many cultures deal with all kinds of puppets. You have a rod puppet, and you have a finger puppet, and you have types of puppets that are string puppets, and then you have body puppets, and then you have animatronic puppets. But why we're here today is, in fact, to talk about the types of shadow puppetry that various different cultures in the world have. The history of shadow puppetry is pretty extraordinary. Many, many cultures, I would say possibly over 120 nations, celebrate through storytelling the art form of shadow puppetry. And you will see some images from Turkey, the types of shadow puppetry that you can see in Persia, puppets of the shadow style in Italy and France, and particularly in the Asia region. There's lots and lots of different kinds of puppets. The Cambodian classical large-scaled shadow puppet that are painted with lots and lots of colours. This is a really wonderful type of shadow puppet. You go across to Thailand, and there are wonderful shadow puppets in Thailand. They have a long history of telling stories through using shadow puppetry. And of course, in India, you have a very long history of storytelling through shadow puppets. Beautiful, well-coloured and painted puppets. China, you will see some of the images that represent puppets, shadow puppets from China. Now, Chinese have a history that potentially goes back in the world of the puppet, the shadow puppet, perhaps over 2,200 years ago is where the stories were that they were creating and using shadow puppets in that culture. And shadow puppetry goes right back, way, way, way back, really into the beginning of time. So when folk used to create fires, they lived in caves, and the shadowing that came off the flame of the fire created shadows on the walls. So this is a fantastic art form, and we are here today to talk about the beauty and the wonderful way in which shadow plays are able to tell us many, many kinds of stories.
Sang Ramodewa, prekan teman Dharma Duma, ranang sarat seraga sang sadu. Udah kiai situ, singa. Ia teki ranteningan ika kakak delang ia teki situ. Hi, I'm Imadi Sidia. This is my shadow puppets. This guys, these characters, Lord Rama, and this one, his wife Sita. This character for me very important because in Ramayana story, which is the story come from India, this very important for our life not just for Balinese, also for all over the world. Because for me, Ramayana story also can teach people and give people about the philosophy of the life and also philosophy of the truth, how people can make their life more harmonious, more balanced. Thank you very much. Om Shanti 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 Om.
Now let's see these characters come to life in a story.
Uduh iya situ enak mangkin tu duri lampak sireka kemari kanang danda kewana. Ah. Forgive me, my lord. My name Tualen. I am your servant. Okay, Lord Rama says, oh, my dear wife Sita, this is very good opportunity now. We are in Dandaka forest. Come on, we will see a lot of animals. Also, we will protect all the priests here in Dandaka forest. Sige, ada dengiring ya tekiri wisita, ada dengiring. Atuh. My lord, I'm Warda. Okay, your dear wife Sita says, okay Rama, Lord Rama, come on. Let's go now, we will see a lot of things. Come on. Okay, my lord. Okay, son. Yes, dad. Come on. Lakshmana, Sita. Come on. Yes, dad. Look, son. Yes, Dad. So many animals, Dad. Come on. Ah.
Wait, my name Dasamuka. People also call me Rahwana, the king of demon. I want to kidnap Sita because Sita is so beautiful. Hi, I'm Imadi Sidia. I will introduce these characters called Rahwana or Dasamuka. This character also very important in Ramayana story because this character also the antagonist, and even when we tell the story about Ramayana, we always this character very important to make balance between Lord Rama and Rahwana, between good and evil. This is Lord Rama and then this Lord Rahwana. Thank you very much. Om Shanti 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 Om.
Yes, my lord. What can I do for you? You don't know. I am the king of Alanka. I'm Rahwana. You see, I went to the forest. I saw Sita. She's so beautiful. Yes. What can I do for you, my lord? Oh, please help me. Oh, yeah, I understand, my lord. Okay, don't worry. You will possess this beauty, my lord. I will transform myself into a golden deer to steal Sita heart. Okay. Saksadu. Excellent. Come on. Saksadu. Saksadu. Dad. Yes, son. Wow, Dad. Extraordinary. Golden deer. Oh, Sita like the golden deer. Come on. Yeah, Sita. Oh, Lord Rama says, my dear wife Sita, please stay here with Lakshmana. I will go with Tualen to find the golden deer. Okay, my lord. Let's now go. Because Sita, she liked the golden deer, my lord. Saksana! Wow. Okay, my lord. Okay, my lord. Hey, come on. Hey, golden deer, come on. Ah, wow. Oh. No, my lord. You want to kill us? My lord, my lord. That is the trick, my lord.
The traditional puppet, the shadow puppet that is used in Indonesia and Balinese culture, is called the wayang kulit. And the origins of this particular puppet come from the influences of Hinduism and Buddhism from many, many hundreds of years ago. The puppets themselves are made of leather, and that influence, strangely and happily, comes from puppets that are made from southern India. Incredible. But the performance is usually supported by live musicians, and that orchestra is known as the gamelan orchestra, and sometimes there's up to 25 performers within that orchestra. The stories are from Hindu epics, and the two main stories that the Balinese tell are from the Ramayana. Of course, that story is well known in India, and the Mahabharata. And of course, the performances happen in temples and often in villages to the local community. The puppeteer is an artist and a very, very deeply spiritual leader within the community. And the audience usually watch the performance sometimes at the front, where they see the shadow on the screen, and sometimes they go behind the screen, and of course they see the puppeteers working the puppets.
Hey, stop disturbing the animal.
Sorry, Dad.
Everyone, be prepared. Because now we will need to cross the river to be able to arrive at Danaka Forest.
Don't worry, big brother. I have prepared the boat for you.
You go ahead, use the boat, my lord. Me and Merda have our own utility.
The next stop is the clear river Yamuna. Rama, Sita, and Laksmana is standing calmly on top of the boat. While Tualen and Merda having fun. Sunlight is reflected by the perimeter of the river, which create wonderful sight that spoils the eye. Cycle of life underwater is always very interesting to enjoy. And as we can see, who is having fun over and over. Dandaka is on side, yet Rama's team need to pass by a great forest. forest which consists wild animals, elephant, rhino, tiger, and lion. All those kind of animals are inside this forest. But as long as harmony is what desired by one's heart, then harmony is what we will reach in this forest.
I hold you on.
Hey! Calm down, you naughty boy! What are you doing?
I'm only playing with the horny dog, Dad.
Huh? Huh? What? Dog?
Yes, a dog with a horn. Horny dog.
No, it's called rhino. Listen me.
No, you listen me.
No, you listen me.
No, you listen me. Ah! Help me, Daddy!
No, you help me.
No, you help me! No, you help me! Ah! 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 Ah!
Oh my God! What to do? What to do? Ah. Wake up, boy. We must go on.
Every culture in the world has a different way of telling stories. But I have to say that the stories are generally very much the same kinds of stories. And I think really there is only 7 kinds of stories in the world. And we look at the 5 W's in storytelling. What is the story? What time is the story taking place? Where is the story taking place? Why is that story being created? And how do we resolve the conflict within that story? In traditional Balinese culture and in storytelling, the Balinese look for a way of combining 3 key elements within their culture. They call it Tri Hitakarana, which means they look at the storytelling from God's perspective, from a human perspective, and from the earth, each of them working in harmony. The earth is so important because it's the landscape, it's the forests, it's the environment, which is so crucial in the way in which Balinese stories are told. The marriage of God to human relationship to God, human to human, and of course, human's relationship to the earth. It's very, very important. It's very, very central to the way in which the Balinese people work together, and that comes out in the way in which their storytelling unravels and takes place.
This is a puppet mask. This character is Lakshmana, and that is the Rahwana. So let me ask Sugi to use this. How we can use this mask behind the screen. Yeah. So Sugi now will be try to move his body. Yeah. And then when he want to turn his head, yeah, just turn like that, because this mask have 2 faces. So this is also can human as a puppet. Let me try with the Rama. Mana Rama? Lord Rama with let me try combine between Rama with this is the shadow puppet and the human puppet. So I will try close with the light, and so Lord Rama will talk with the Rahwana. Yeah, like this. Dah sempat ya? Okay, like this. So this is 2 characters, human and mask, and a human puppet and a leather puppet. Yeah. Let's now we show you from the shadow. Okay.
Dasamuka. Hey. Rama, look at me, I am Dasamuka. I will send you to the hell. Ya, kerawano pangkat cuma kaki lo. Sok sok dulu. Hidup kita! Cepat hidup Rama! Hidup kita! Hidup Rama! Iya, ini si tenak pamulih kemari karena Ayodhya. Oh my lord. Now let's go to Ayodhya. Hidup Sita! Hidup Rama! Hidup Rama! Hidup Rama! Hidup kita! Hidup Rama! Om Santi, 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 Om.
Hi everyone. So thank you so much for allowing us to present at this wonderful festival. Mare and I will be coming to Mumbai in June 2021 to perform with Guppy Theatre, and there will be plenty of the shadow puppet play, the Wayang Kulit. Thank you. Have a safe year. Happy 2021, and we look forward to seeing you in about 6 months' time. Swastiastu. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Wow, that was truly magical. A stunning depiction of the Ramayana. Thank you so much, Peter. And Imadi isn't with us today, but thank you so much. That was lovely.
Thank you so much.
We do have a round of Q&A, which we've received from. We've received some questions from our young audiences. The first one being, who makes these puppets and how long does it take to make these characters?
Wonderful question. The puppets probably take, I would say, about 4 or 5 days to make each puppet, maybe up to a week. They're made out of buffalo skin, and they are made by the puppeteers and the puppet makers. And the Indonesian word is called dalang.
Dalang.
Dalang, D-A-L-A-N-G, yeah.
Oh, lovely. And Peter, ideally, how long would it take to prepare for a production?
It varies, Gillian. On the scale and the size of the production, a very large work that Made and I worked on in Bali, which is currently, well, everything's stopped, as we know, but a production called Bali Agung, we rehearsed for 5 months on that production. Oh. And just before we closed down because of COVID, we were rehearsing for about 2 months on a new production for the safari park in Bali. So they vary depending on the scale and the size of each of the productions.
Okay, lovely. We have another question, Peter. How long does it take puppeteers to train traditionally?
That is a wonderful question, because it's actually about education and about the training. Now, I have in the past set up a tertiary program here in Melbourne at the Melbourne University, and that was a 1-year course for postgraduate students. In Bali, they do a 3-year program at they call it the ISI, which is the Performing Arts Institute in Bali, and the puppeteers there spend 3 years training.
3 years.
Yeah.
That
And
is
oh,
some intense training, but I guess you need that kind of training to deliver the kind of stuff that we saw right now.
yes, it takes a long time to get an understanding of how the art form works. Just as a little aside, I've spent time also in Japan working with puppet companies there. And in the traditional art form of puppetry, they spend 15 years just learning how to work a pair of feet. It's extraordinary.
Wow, that's a lifetime of work. It's
It's a
absolutely
lifetime.
incredible.
Complete
Wonderful.
commitment.
Absolutely. Peter, I think we have time for just one more question. Um,
Wonderful.
how is it that we are still drawn to stories told with puppets while we are bombarded with digital animation? This is a
Wow.
very pertinent question.
It's really important, isn't it? Because actually, I mean, there is so much technology in this world, and when you see such a simple way of telling stories, I think I like the raw way in which stories are told, going back to the very basics of storytelling. I mean, from right back in the beginning of time, stories have been told just using sticks and stones, and in the caves, when there was a fire, they used to tell the shadow work. I talk about that a little earlier. I think these kind of traditional stories capture the imagination, I feel, much more instantly and directly than what the modern technology does. I'm also a great fan of modern technology. I've worked a lot of puppetry in that kind of world, but I think there's nothing better than the raw way in which stories are told. And shadow theatre, shadow puppet play, is at the very essence of the raw storytelling technique.
Wonderful. I completely agree with you. And for me personally, this was such an eye opener. I truly enjoyed it. And I'm sure our wonderful young audiences also enjoyed it. So thank you so much for being with us today,
Thank,
Peter. And a huge thanks to Imadi Sidia as well. Thank
yes,
you.
and thank you so much, Gillian. It's been a delight.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Okay.
Thank you to our lovely young audiences. Thank you to our title sponsor Tata and session sponsor Guppy Theatre. I hope you enjoyed this session. Have a lovely day ahead.